Hi Aquarius, welcome to Intention 1111. Wanted to say I'm here to do your November read. I know it's November 12th. Readings are timeless. Okay. So thanks to everyone who views the videos, interacts with the channel, comments. I appreciate y'all. We have a new moon. I keep calling it a full moon because I have this thing with new moon, full moon timing. We have a new moon in Scorpio on the 13th. So, just get ready. Just get, brace yourself for some truthful interactions, okay, and transformational energy, okay? So, beware. There may be things that you don't want to hear, right, or see, for that matter. Just know that there may be some things that may rock your world a little bit, right? So let's see what's going on with Aquarius for November. Okay, you're trying to solidify something here. You're trying to bring the abstract into reality. Okay, so what the hell does that mean? You're trying to solidify something, bring something that you've been manifesting, okay, into the physical realm. Now, it seems kind of like it's a little abstract, like you're pulling shit out of the air, trying to bring it into the physical world. Just know here, whatever it is you're in alignment with is what you're going to be bringing into that physical world. So check where you're aligned. Where your attention goes, your energy flows, right? So that's kind of what I'm seeing here is that you're trying to bring something into fruition. What is it that you're aligned with that you're trying to bring into the physical world? So this is calling for you to have a little bit of focus and bring something together. You're trying to make a plan come together, I think, here. So let's kind of see what we've got for Aquarius for November. These are my bootleg Temu cards here. Show me Aquarius for November. It's coming kind of slow. It's coming a little bit slower than you'd hoped. You feel like you're going one step forward, two steps back. This may have to do with money for some of you and being able to get a leg up financially. You feel like whatever you are putting your hands on as far as money goes is just sliding through your fingers, right? So move away from the focus of that. Maybe the intention is not necessarily to align yourself with money, right? The idea of money. Maybe the intention is to align yourself with something else, right? And the money flows. So I think the focus on bringing that manifestation into reality is blocked by what the focus is, right? So some of you may also be experiencing making new plans as far as living situation goes. There may be a new path ahead of you here that you are nurturing. There also may be a glimpse of someone here romantically that you're trying to nurture a relationship with. There is a block here holding you back to what it is that is your happiness. So getting in alignment with what truly makes you happy is kind of where your block is, okay? Let's take a look at this here. Show me the 8. Let's see what the block is. Show me the 8. Show me the 8 of Swords. Okay. Holding back. Holding back from moving forward. Being fearful of what somebody may have to say, somebody's reaction to something is blocking you, holding you back from moving forward. So somebody may have said something to you, some sort of phrase or something that made you feel like, made you second guess yourself. Let's see what that is. Show me the Queen of Swords. What is this communication? There's something here that diminished your idea in your mind of this opportunity. So someone here may have been complaining about a burden that they had, right? Some sort of burden that they had in a situation. And you felt like they were telling you something without telling you something. That's not the case, okay? So, this person wasn't trying to tell you something without telling you something. They were legitimately here talking about their own crap, right? And this person obviously needs to see something in a different light. They need to see something as an opportunity and not a burden. But this actually has nothing to do with you. So whenever they were saying that, you took it sort of personally or to heart to feel like maybe they were trying to tell you something. They weren't. They were talking about their own shit. They're feeling like there's a lack of leadership in their own life, right? Putting a focus on depending on someone else to lead them out of something. And maybe they were saying to you that something along the lines of that. And you felt like, well, I mean, I'm trying to bring something into fruition myself. Maybe I hit the nail. Maybe I missed it or whatever, right? But I think here, there needs to be a conversation had, Aquarius, about what direction something's going in, right? Maybe you need to confront this person on that. So somebody said something that stopped you in your tracks. It wasn't meant for you. It was just their own thought process coming out, right? So the block is putting the focus on something. You need to focus on something else. And maybe it's a self-focus and not a focus on that person. Just like here with the money situation, it's focusing on what makes you happy, what you want that brings the money in instead of focusing on the money itself. How am I going to make this work? Right? How am I going to make it all work? When you do that, I mean, you're brainstorming, right? But when you do that, you're sort of like creating your own blocks and taking something as a whole instead of breaking it down into small things. It may be kind of the problem here because you're taking this abstract idea and you're trying to figure out how you're going to get it all done instead of plucking out what you need step by step to make it happen. So however that fits for you out there, you've got to break it down into smaller pieces, right? And you can't take whatever this person said personally, okay? And if you do take it personally, right, maybe the lesson in the situation is for you to look at where do your intentions lie as well. Right? Where do my intentions lie? If this hit a chord with me, I need to look at why did it hit a chord with me and analyze why I feel the way I do about this person's communication. There is sort of a relationship here that you do want to bring together, right? But there's some idea here about this person not seeing it like you see it, right? They're not seeing it like you see it. Show me the King and Queen of... Show me the King of Swords. Show me the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Stop talking about what's not working and start talking about what is working. So this is an idea of gratefulness and abundance and a perception of that, right? This person here, I feel like, Aquarius, you feel doesn't see things in the right light. They don't see how fortunate they are. And they complain a lot about things. And you here are saying this person doesn't realize how fortunate they are. Right? They really don't have the problems they think they do. And maybe it's for you to shed some light on, right? There's something here though about you feel like this person is holding on to an old relationship, or they're holding on to an old trauma that happened to them. And you're starting to wonder if there is an opportunity to move forward with them in a committed relationship. Right? Are they still focusing on that? Are they still given to that? How are we going to break through that? How are we going to break through that, right? That's the way you're viewing it. This person has a tendency to separate themselves from others a lot too, and they've done that out of this, whatever this trauma is. You feel like this person doesn't see things in the right light. And maybe you don't feel like they see you in the right light. How does this person feel about Aquarius? How does this person feel about Aquarius? And I think the communication with this person, it sort of stops you in your tracks, because you either feel like they're not ready, or them focusing on a situation kind of makes you feel like they're not there with you, or something like that. This person is out of balance, I will tell you that, and they're blocking out all opportunity for any kind of interaction romantically. They're like, that's a no-go. And the reason why they're doing that is because they're still seated in their trauma. They're still seated in previous relationship or relationships that didn't end so great. And so they've accumulated this trauma and they're just giving up. They're done, right? They're just like, I'm done with all that shit. I'm done with it. No thanks. So this person is out of balance and they've not dealt with trauma. They've not dealt with some trauma. You could be dealing with Aries, Taurus, Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got a lot of coin action. Taurus again, Sagittarius again, Libra. But I will tell you what I see here, right? When we're talking about this person and this relationship with this person, there's a lot of swords, right? Mind of the mind. There's a lot of coins about stability, right? It could be about money. It could be about, balance, groundedness. I do have a lot of wands. Many of the wand cards I have here are in reverse. But I have almost no cup cards. And king and queen here are at opposition with each other. They're looking in different directions. So you guys are not on the same page, okay? You're not on the same page. This person has closed themselves off because of trauma. We don't ever have a calendar date, right, on when somebody's going to unpack their trauma. Trauma's like that box in the corner of the room that's been kind of staying there for a while. Somebody hadn't, when are they going to unpack that, right? When is this person going to unpack this trauma? There is no calendar date for that. We don't know, right? You cannot base something on when is somebody going to act, when is somebody going to move, when is the energy going to move, right? You can't do that, right? So this person here has closed themselves off to you emotionally. And that could be part of the block here about what they say has a tendency to stop you dead in your tracks. What they say has a tendency to make you rethink your plan. Maybe the lesson is that you need to rethink your plan. So as far as love relationship goes, I think there's one person here who kind of wants to see a progression happen, and one person here who's like blocked themselves off to any kind of progression in any relationship in any way happening. Again, you're trying to solidify something and bring it into the physical reality. It's the focus of what you're trying to solidify that may need some changing, right? Maybe redirect your focus. The redirect here is bringing something into your life, right? Not necessarily bringing this person on the same page with you. What can Aquarius expect the rest of November? What can Aquarius expect the rest of November? Keep yourself, put your nose to the grindstone. Let's say it that way, right? The money's going to come in when your focus changes on what you want instead of what you lack, okay? Be very clear about what you want moving forward. Where's the goal? Where are you going, right? Don't be confused about contracts. Don't be confused about contracts with people. People show you who they are. Sometimes we just don't want to see it, or we make excuses for it, or, we ignore our intuition, right? Sometimes people are liars, right? And you can't always defend yourself against that. Somebody here is showing you something. November is going to be filled with money the block with money starting to lift, right? There is a progression here with the coins. Change your focus off of the lack of money and trying to change that aspect and on your goal set and what you want to come in, the money will flow. The block is where you're putting your manifestation. Okay. So let's see what Aquarius doesn't expect. What does Aquarius not expect for the rest of November? There's communication from somebody asking for a second chance. Communication regarding someone trying to hold on to another chance, to reconciliation. Again, I think this is talking about focus. There's two separate individuals here. So this is kind of a pattern, trying to make something work with somebody who's not on the same page, right? You've got two separate individuals. One's closed off to trauma, and you're trying to, chip away at the stone there, right? It's not working. That person has to remove that themselves. And you've got somebody else trying to sneak back in. So the pattern is, where's the focus? The focus is on others, not on Aquarius, right? The blocks will be removed when Aquarius starts focusing on Aquarius, not on trying to change things that already are, right? So let's get some advice, Aquarius. So that I think that's your lesson, is you got to focus on you, what makes you happy. The blocks will be removed once you do that, instead of trying to bang your head against a steel bar or steel or brick wall or whatever. The situation with the past person isn't going to change. That situation with the person who you're trying to make them see or perceive something differently only will change when they are ready to change it for themselves. So let's take a look. Give me some advice for Aquarius. Okay, am I focused on what I'm losing or what I'm gaining? Okay, there we go. Change the focus. The block removes itself. Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? Well, that's the manipulation. That's the fantasy, isn't it? What do you have currently? You've got one person who's refusing to see things, right? Because they're steeped in their trauma. You have another person here who just is trying to sneak back in. So what is it you have with either person right now that makes you think you've got something to lose? Because you're losing already. Change your focus. What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain for yourself, right? For yourself. Make a list of all the things you'll gain from the change you're going through, right? In this next few days is going to be all about changes and all about truths that may be like right in your face. So I think Aquarius, the real situation here is that you have absolutely nothing to lose. And that you need to change your focus back on yourself and what you desire and what you want instead of trying to change somebody's mind about something. So that's what I have for you guys. I'll be back shortly with your love reads.